Hi guys, DJ Wallace here with Iron Gorillas. I got a lot of requests on this macro video, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need when tracking macronutrients is food. The second thing you're going to need is a food scale. And the third thing you're going to need is an app to track it on your phone. I prefer MyFitnessPal, and I think everybody honestly prefers MyFitnessPal as well. It's the most easily accessible one. And this is what it looks like, MyFitnessPal. And this is what it looks like right here when you're to add all your food in there. So macronutrients, what are they? Your macronutrients are your fats, your carbohydrates, and your proteins. So I got my whiteboard here just to make it a little more easier for you guys to see. So your fats, your carbs, and your proteins, they're gonna make up your total calorie intake when tracking macros. So for just the purpose of this video, I'm gonna do just a generic set of macros. So let's just do 60 grams of fat, 200 grams of carbs, and 200 grams of protein. So in order for you to find up your total calorie intake, there is going to be 9 calories per gram of fat. So you're going to take 60 times 9, and that's going to give you 540 total calories from fat. For carbohydrates and proteins, they're each going to be 4 calories per gram. This is going to give you a total of 800 calories. Total from carbs and proteins. Alright, so after you get your 3 total calorie intakes from your 3 macronutrients, you're then going to add up all 3 and get your total calories for the day. So this is going to be 2,140 total calories for the day. So now after finding your total calorie intake, now it's time to start weighing out your food. So for instance, for the day I'm looking for 60 fat, 200 carbs, and 200 grams of protein, which is going to give me 2,140 calories. For this meal, I'm basically just going to weigh out a thing of steak and a bowl of cereal with milk. That's all I'm going to do. That'll just give you the basic breakdown on how to weigh out any type of food. So here's the thing that you look at when you're tracking macros. You want to look for the nutrition facts on the back. You want to look for your serving size, 3 ounces or 85 grams. That's why it's really good to get a digital food scale, because it's going to tell you gram for gram what it actually weighs. So 1 serving is going to be 85 grams. So for 1 serving you're looking at 110 calories, 4 grams of fat, 2 grams of total carbs, and 15 grams of protein. But keep in mind, you also want to see how many servings are in each container. So in this one, there's 2 servings, so you're going to multiply everything by 2. So it's going to be 8 total fat, 4 grams of carbs, and 30 grams of protein. So now we'll weigh it out on the scale. You want to put your plate on the scale, and then you want to tear the scale out until you see 0. And from there, I'm going to weigh out 2 servings of this steak. So in here it said there's 2 servings automatically, which comes out to 6 ounces or 85 grams, which will be 170 grams total if I'm using 2 servings. Let's see how accurate it is. So as you can see, it's 173. That's damn near perfect. I'll take it. So then after I get that 2 servings of steak, I want to log that in MyFitnessPal. So I'm going to go down here to this plus sign right here, and I'm going to hit food, meal 1, since this is my first meal of the day. And honestly, I have the stuff saved right here because I eat this quite a bit, but they also have this little barcode thing right here that you can scan. And then I would just scan it like this, wait for it to pop up, serving size, number of servings, and they got the macros right here. So I got 2 servings. So I'm gonna hit 2, hit the OK, and hit save. And then as you can see right here, it shows 2 servings of this beef steak that I weighed out on the scale. But I'm not done yet. So now I also want a bowl of cereal. So from here, I'm gonna find out how much cereal I need or want. So your serving size is 29 grams. And let's just do 2 servings. So if I'm doing 2 servings, I'm looking at 58 grams total on the scale. And it's gonna give me 220 total calories, since 1 serving is 110. Total fat's gonna be 0. My total carb intake is gonna be 52 grams, because 26 times 2 is 52. And then there's gonna be 2 grams of total protein. So put the bowl on the scale, tear it out, so you see 0. There we go. Everybody loves cereal too, so it's a perfect way to enjoy cereal and reach your goals at the same time. So we're gonna have 58 grams. If you want to get perfect, right on 58, there you go. 2 servings of Frosted Flakes. So what do I do after that? I go to add food. I hit the barcode, or I literally can just type it in, Frosted Flakes, and they have it already saved in the database, which is nice. So I'm gonna go 2 servings of Frosted Flakes for 54 carbs, 2 protein, and 220 calories. And I'm lactose intolerant, so I drink a lot of almond milk, so I won't be drinking regular milk, but I know a lot of people out there do like regular milk. So basically it's the same thing when weighing out milk. You'll see right here that it says 240 milliliters. You're just gonna convert that to grams. It's gonna be 240 grams on the scale. So for fat-free milk, you're looking at 0 fat, 13 carbs, and 8 protein for fat-free milk. But I drink almond milk, and the macros are slightly different. So it's gonna be 240 grams for 30 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 1 gram of carb, and 1 gram of protein. So from here, I'll probably weigh out 1.5 servings of this Almond Breeze almond milk. So a 1.5 servings is gonna be 240 times 1.5. That's gonna give you 360 grams on the scale for 1.5 servings of almond milk. So zero out your scale, and you're gonna pour until it says 360. There it is, 1.5 servings of almond milk. So from there, once again, I'm gonna go into MyFitnessPal. I'm gonna scan my almond milk. I'm gonna do 1.5 servings. And that is gonna be the total, 3.8 grams of fat, 1.5 grams of carbs, 1.5 grams of protein for 45 calories. So I'm gonna add that. And this is gonna be my total meal for right now. So from there, I'm gonna scroll down to nutrition, and this is gonna be my total macronutrients for this meal. 34 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbohydrates, and 12 grams of fat. So that is how you weigh out macronutrients. Also, where'd that whiteboard go? Here we go. So here, let's just erase this real quick. All right. So like I said before, if you had 60 grams of fat total for the day, 200 grams of carbs, and 200 grams of protein, after this one meal, like I said, it's a total of 34 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of fat. So you're just gonna subtract these numbers from your totals, and that's gonna give you what you need to hit for the rest of the day. And you basically just repeat this process every time you eat until you fill your numbers up for the day. I hope this makes sense. Let's do it right now. So 60 minus 12 grams of fat is gonna give you 48 grams of fat left for the day. 60 grams of carbs that you just ate, so you're gonna subtract it from 200, and it's gonna give you 140 grams of carbs remaining for the day. And you're gonna do the same thing with protein, and we're at 34 grams of protein. So that is gonna give you 166 grams of protein left for the day. So from there, just gonna find out what you need to eat, weigh it out on your food scale, and subtract it from your totals. And that's how you track macros. I hope everybody got something out of this video. Stay tuned this week for another video dropping. Thanks, guys.